Okay, so I welcome you all for this web development course. Today's session is going to be session 1, which is on HTML. So, what is an HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. This is a formal expansion for HTML. And what is the purpose of the HTML? It is used to structure the content on the web. Okay, actually, whatever you are looking on the website, the content looks very pleasant, right? It is very pleasing. Okay, so how it is happening is everything because of HTML. It's not only HTML, you'll have some other tools also, CSS, JavaScript, everything is included. Okay, the basic thing that is required is HTML. Okay, so HTML is mainly for to structure the data on the website. Okay, so HTML is actually full of tags. Okay, so you'll have tags like HTML tag, body tag, paragraph tag. Okay, so we are going to look at many tags in the HTML. So let us see how each tag works and what is the purpose of each tag, okay, in HTML. The basic HTML document structure looks like this. So you should have HTML, sorry, one second. So you should have HTML tag opened in the first line, and that should be closed on the last line. Okay, so opening is less than HTML and closing tag is greater than. Okay, and then at the bottom you should close the HTML tag with the same tag, except like you should place slash before that HTML. Okay, so this is the basic structure of your HTML file. Here you should have two sections actually, head section and body section. Okay, so in the head section you can provide necessary details like what is the title to be displayed on the web page. Okay, and some more extra information is also available in the head tag. Okay, let's see one by one when go into that. Okay, and in the body section you are going to put the contents whatever you want to display it on the web page. Okay, the head tag is especially to put the titles kind of thing, okay, which will be displayed on the title bar. Okay, now above all this there is something called a doc type. Okay, doc type HTML, so which indicates that this is a document of type HTML. This is not necessary, if you want you can give it, without that also your program will work fine. Okay, now this is a basic HTML page. Now how do you run this HTML program? Okay, you don't have any compiler, all those things to run your HTML program. It's very basic. Notepad is enough to run your HTML program. Okay, so let's start doing a simple program which will show you like simple hello world program. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to type a simple HTML content here. I'm not going to type the head section and all. I just put just HTML and then body tag, close the body tag. Okay, so here I am going to display a message like welcome to web development. Okay, so now I have written these contents in a normal notepad. Okay, nothing else. I am not using any editor, all those things. Okay, and I am going to save this file as you put it in the desktop or wherever you want. Okay, just put some file name. Remember when you are doing it in notepad, you save the file with double quotes. Okay, so ss.html. Okay, so that's what the name I have given, because if you don't put double quotes, it will save it as .txt automatically. Okay, now what you need to do is you just go to D drive and whatever you have opened. Okay, just open that file ss.html. So it will show you the content like welcome to web development. Okay, so that's it. So this is a very simple basic program which will show you uh, simple text message on the web page. Okay, now what I'm going to do, instead of working on the notepad where you need to write your program and save it. Okay, and instead of that I can use some online compilers. Okay, uh, you can use this website called OnlineGDB. Okay, onlinegdb.com. Okay, you just make a note of it. This, I think some of you might be aware of this already. OnlineGDB.com is, it's one of the online compiler. How do you use for Python or C, C++, Java? Okay, uh, usually when you type online compiler, it will come like program is, these compilers will come. So you can go for any of that compiler also. So in OnlineGDB you'll have lot of options, like you'll have, it supports all these languages: C, C++, Java, Python, Kotlin, PHP, everything. Okay, and you will have this HTML, JavaScript and CSS also. Okay, so once you go into this, first select this language. Okay, and then once you have selected this, automatically a program will come, the basic program will come. Okay, so this program which will show you a simple text called hello world. Okay, so when I run this, your output will be hello world, which is given in h1 tag. Okay, so h1 is it's a header tag which will display the text as a headers. Okay, header in the sense it is something like a title of any topic or any book, something like that. Okay, so which will be giving you the display, which will be giving you the output in a bigger font size. Okay, now that is the difference, nothing else. Okay, now once you do this program, you can save your programs in your login also. That is one of the advantage here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to save all these projects, whatever I'm doing it now, in a in my login. Okay, for example, save. I have already my folder created here, HTML. Okay, for this you should log in with your Gmail ID. Okay, it may ask you to log in with your Gmail ID. So just I am writing hello.html. Okay, that is my name of the program. Just click save. Okay, so when I go into my projects, you will be able to see all my projects here. Go to this folder HTML. Okay, so here I am able to see hello.html. so next time when I want to see this program, I will open this and I will run this program. Okay, so that is the way you can do it. Okay, so go to onlinegdb.com and log in with your Gmail. Okay, log in with your, if you want I will show you that also. First log out. Okay, so it will ask you to log in with any of these logins. Okay, Google login, Facebook or GitHub. You just click Google, it will take you to the mail IDs. Okay, give your mail ID if you are already signed in. So go into that, and then you will have your own space. Then you can store all your programs into that space. Okay. Okay, fine. Now I think I logged in, right? Okay, fine. Okay, we will move on to the presentation now. Okay. So this is my first code, and let's look at this tags. So HTML, as I already said, that should be the first line of your program, HTML tag, and then head tag, which holds title, and then some of the JavaScript tags, and then some meta tags. Okay, these are all the things that you can mention in head, and then body tag, which will be having the contents that will be displayed on the web page. Okay, now let's look at the tags one by one. Okay, so you have a tag called h1 tag. Okay, so h1, h2, h3, h4, h5 till h6 is there. Okay, these are all called heading tags. Okay, when I give some text within h1, it will be displaying the text in a very big size, maybe around the font size will be 32 or more than 32. Okay, and when I display it in h2, it will be somewhat less than h1, then h3, h4, h5, h6. Okay, now let's look at this in our online compiler, how it shows. Okay. Go into my project and open the same file, and you can save that as, or you can create your new project. Just copy this, or let's do in the same thing. You no need to do it again. Already h1 is there, right? So let's do it for h2. Okay, then h3, so that you can you are able to understand the difference between the tags. h4, h5, then h6. Okay, so I will put this here so that it will be easy to look at the input outputs. Okay, so now run this. Yeah, you can look at the outputs here. See, h1 is very big, and this is somewhat less than that, and this is somewhat less than h2, h3, h4, h5, h6. Okay, so this is the purpose of the heading tags h1 to h6. Okay, you can use this as a title for your a chapter, or title for your paragraph, something like that. Okay, okay, now the next tag that we are going to see is, see here, h1 is the main heading and h2 is the subheading. Okay, so like that you can use it. Next we have tags like paragraph tag, BR, HR, and then bold, italic, understanding, strong, emphasize. Okay, let's look at this one by one. The first one is paragraph tag. Okay, let's write something, and then we'll see what is this paragraph tag is. Okay. So this paragraph tag is not going to make any difference. For example, I can write it something like welcome to So I return some content, and let's try to run this, save it, and run this. Okay, so you are getting the output at the bottom of this, just whatever I have written here. Okay, just the paragraph. One second. Okay, so this is what the output of the paragraph tag. Paragraph tag is just to show some contents as a paragraph on the web page. Okay, so nothing special here. Okay, then there is something called break. Okay, inserts a line break. Now I am writing a paragraph. Okay, now I want a break in between these two lines. Okay, I have written welcome to web development course, and then I have written it consists of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Now I want to have some break in between this, so I can put BR. Okay, just give BR in between these two sentences. Let's run this program and check. Okay, can you able to see now this line has come to the next line. Okay, it consists of, in case if I give one more break, let's see what happens. Okay, now run this program. Can you able to see you are getting one more blank line. Okay, so BR will give you just one blank line. Okay, if I include one more break, it will give you one more blank line. Okay, so that's it. That is the purpose of the break tag. Okay, the next tag, horizontal line, so are otherwise called horizontal ruler. HR stands for horizontal ruler. So let's see what happens when I give this horizontal ruler. Okay, so I am giving you one break, and then after that I am giving this horizontal ruler. Okay, now when I run this, see here I am getting a line here. Okay, are you able to see the line? Okay, so this is what actually called horizontal ruler. If I give one more HR, it will give you one more line. Okay, so two lines gets appear here. Okay, so that is the purpose of horizontal ruler. Then there is something called bold, italic, underline. These are all the things that you can work on the font of the body text which is appeared on the web page. Okay, now you might have done all these things in Microsoft Word. You are making the sentences bold, italic, underline, all those things. The same thing you are going to do it here also. So for example, you can take this same sentence. I am going to make this sentence alone now in bold. So you just give B. Okay, and automatically it inserts the closing tag also. So it should be closed here /B. Okay, now when I run this, okay, see now the text appears in bold. Okay, now I am going to put the text, same text in italic. Okay, let's see, just give I for italic, I. Okay, and let's run this. Okay, so the same text appears in italic. I didn't give the break, so it's coming in the same line, so I will give break here. Okay, so now it has come to the next line. There is no bold here, only italic I applied. Okay, so if you want, you can apply both also. I can do it here itself. See, this closing should be proper. First I give B bold, then italic. Okay, and this italic should be closed first and then bold should be closed next. Okay, so when I run this, see here, the first line appears in bold and italic, the second line appears only in italic, no bold. Okay, so why? Because I have applied bold and italic here, so both are applied to this text. Okay, and similarly I can do it for underline also. Okay, so underline is U, just put the same content. Okay, just give one more break. Okay, I'll remove this extra breaks. Okay, so I'll run this. Okay, now you can see the last line appears only in underline. There is no bold and no italics. Okay, only underline is there. Okay, so that is the way you can apply bold, italic and underline. And let's see what is this strong and emphasize. Okay, strong also will look like bold and emphasize will look like italic. Okay, so let's see this. So you have to make this tag as strong. So that's what given, no? strong, strong. The next one, emphasize, em. Okay, let's include break tags, then it will be easy to understand for you. Okay. Let me run it again. See here, the strong, again it looks like bold. Okay, then emphasize, again it looks like italic. Okay, so semantically both are same, bold and strong is same, and italic and emphasize both are same. Okay, you can go for anything, whatever you want. If you want to use bold you can use, or otherwise strong also you can use. Okay, or instead of italic you can go for emphasize also, that's not an issue. Okay, so this is a basic formatting tags which we'll be using in the HTML body content. Okay, then there is something called list tags. Okay, list in the sense something like you may be seen in the website some kind of bullet points. Okay, even in the textbooks also you can see some of the bullet points. Okay, so how do I create that list? Okay, so I can give you like there are two types of list available. One is ordered list and the other one is unordered list. Okay, so unordered list is just giving the bullets like circle and then triangle bullet points. These are all the types you can use. Ordered bullets is like 1 2 3 or Roman letter 1 2 3, something like that. Okay, so let's see this. How do you create the list? Let me save this file and I will create another project. Okay, let me create the list now. Okay, for unordered list you will have to use OL and then closing tag /OL. Okay, now here I am going to add the items one by one inside the list. So items should be added with the tag LI. Okay, LI stands for list item. Okay, you have to give the items one by one. For example, here I can use LI. Inside this open closing tag you can give any items. For example, if I am going to give some of the fruits, apple, then banana, then cherry. Okay, so there are three fruits given which will be displayed as a list. Okay, so this is going to be ordered list. So let's run this. Okay. So your output will be like this: apple, banana and cherry. Okay, so this is the list, that is a numbered list. Okay, that's why it is called OL. OL is the ordered list. Okay, I think you can change the number also. Type equal to, let me check. Yeah, just mention type equal to the Roman letter 1 2 3, it will give you automatically. Or if I want to do it for this Roman letter, so if I run this, it will be changed to this Roman letter automatically. Okay, so that is a way you can change the numbering using this attribute called type. This is called attribute of the tag. Okay, now let's see the same tag I am going to create using unordered list. For unordered list you have to use UL. Okay, UL stands for unordered list. Let's run this program. Same thing you have to create as UL tag. Okay, so UL here type, I didn't mention the type here. So if you don't mention the type, by default this will be the bullet points. Okay, this is called bullet points. Then if I mention the type here, here the type should be different. The type should be for example, I want to make it as empty circle, I can give it O. 1 second. Okay, 1 second, let me check. Yeah, sorry, here you need to mention disk, circle, square, like this. So your type will be you need to type, you cannot give directly like this. So this is disk is the by default one. Okay, so you don't see any changes here. Now I can write circle because that is used in some other language, so I got confused with that. Okay, so if I give circle, the bullet points will be displayed as circles. And then there is something called square also is there. Square, then we have, so you can see it's displayed as a square. Then other than this, some other things also there. You can check on. I think diamond is there. I don't know. Let me check. No, diamond is not there. So you can try out. In the website, it's given only 3 options. Okay. What is the three? Is a disc, circle, square. Okay. So fine. So this is about the list. 1 second. Let me save this. Okay. So next we are moving on to the next tag called anchor tag. Okay. Anchor tag is actually when I want to link my web page to another web page. For example, in your Google, there might be some links displayed. When you click on the link, it goes to another page automatically. Okay. So how it happens is everything through this anchor tag. So anchor tag syntax is like this: a href equal to the web page that you want to go to, or any link or pages that you want to display, that you can give it here. Href equal to the address of that page, you can display it here. And then the text that should be displayed on the web page, that you can give it here, visit example, and then close the href tag. Okay, anchor tag. Okay, let's work on this. I'll do it here, or I'll open another page. Okay, let me give this anchor tag here. A href equal to, for example, I'm going to give now http. So you should give it like this: http slash I'll give like google.com. And then you should give some name for that link. Name in the sense the text that is to be displayed on the web page. Okay. So I can give it like visit Google. Okay. Okay. Now let me run this. Okay. So see your output. I'm getting visit Google, but it is displayed in blue color underline. So it indicates that it's a link. Okay. So a hand is appearing now when I click onto, when I move the mouse onto this. So when I click onto this, google.com refused to connect. Okay. Okay, so you are executing an online compiler, maybe because of that. Okay. Let me give HTTPS. Okay. So I'll put this in a notepad and let me check. I'll open a notepad and let me try. Okay, now it's working. Okay, because you are running in the online compiler, no, there is some restriction in opening the web pages. So see here, I have a text called visit Google. Okay, so when I click this, automatically it goes to a Google page. Okay, so that is what actually called anchor tags. Okay, so you give any website name or any web page name, web page address, that will go to that page automatically. Okay, so that is the purpose of going for anchor tags. Okay, okay. Then we have tags called image tag. Okay, so which will load the images into your web page. Okay, so for this the tag is img, that is the image tag. So let's do this. So again for image tag I'll do it here, because you may not be able to load images online in the online compiler. Let's do this img. You should have an attribute called source. Okay, so image source equal to, that is src, equal to the name of the file name. Okay, logo.png, any png file, jpeg file, any kind of image files you can load. Okay, and what is this alternate, alt stands for alternate. This is nothing but the text that will be displayed when the requested image is not available. Okay, for example here you are given image source equal to logo. In case if that file is not available, then the text company logo will be displayed on the web page. Okay, and then you can give the width, height, everything. Okay, now let's see, let me download some image first. For example, uh, any image related to web development, some images. Okay, let me load this first. Save this, I'll save this image in the desktop. See, this image should be available in the same place where you are having your HTML file. Okay, I am having my HTML file in the desktop, so I am saving this JPEG. This is going to be the JPEG file in the same desktop. Okay, now I am trying to load that here. Image source equal to web.jpg. Okay, in case if the file is available in some other directory, maybe C drive or D drive, then you have to give the full path of the file name. Okay, then I am giving this alternate equal to file not found. In case of that file is not available, then it will be displayed. Okay, then I'll give width equal to 100, then height equal to 100, then close this tab. Okay, then save the file, save this notepad, and then go to desktop and open this HTML file. Okay, it shows file not found. See, I think there must be error in my file name. Let me check. Okay, I think JPEG extension is wrong. I think JPG. Okay, got it. So you should give JPG, not JPEG. Okay, so in case if you have given the file name wrong, then it shows that the file not found. Okay, the image is not available with the given file name, so that is a problem. Okay, in case if the image is not available also, then it will show you the image now. This is the text that you are going to display when the image is not found. Okay, then you are giving width and height. Okay, so in case if I am increasing width, if you don't give width and height, then it will display the original size. Okay, now I can see now your image is 200 into 200 size. Okay, so in case if I don't give this size, width and height, it is the original size of the image. Okay, so that is the way you can load your images. Okay, the next tag you have is table tag. So this table tag is especially used to create tables in your HTML page. Okay, so you have if you have table, you should have headers for the table. Okay, for example, I have a table where I am storing the serial number, name and marks, something like this. Then you should have the column names for the table, and under the column names you should have the column data. Okay, data for the table. Okay, so how do I do that? You have a table tag. Okay, so inside this table tag, for each row you have to write this tag tr stands for table row. Okay, and this is my first row, and again this is my second row. It goes like this. Okay, so this th stands for table header. Okay, th stands for table header, where you can mention the column names. Okay, then this td stands for table data. Okay, table data, where you can mention the data under the column names. Okay, okay, now let's create some table. uh, let's do it in the online compiler. I'll create my otherwise I'll do it here. Okay, so just create a table tag, table. So automatically it creates the closing tag. So under this, first I have to create the column names. Okay, so first create one table row. Okay, so this is my first row. So in the first row I am going to give table header. Th stands for table header, so that's what given here, th. So what is the name I am going to give? Name. Okay, this is my one header. The next header is going to be age. That's what given there, so let me give the same age. Okay, so when I run this now, you will get only one table. So the borders are not visible. Let me put here border equal to 1, then we'll see. Okay, you can see the borders now. Let me put it this way. Okay, this is my table, and here I have only the column names, that is the table headers. Okay, I don't have any what is that, datas. Okay, now I want to give the data. So what I have to do, I have to create another row, that is tr. Okay, tr, I am creating another row. Here I am not going to give the header, I am going to give the data, so it will become td. Okay, td stands for table data. Okay, that is table data. Here I am going to give the names. What is the names? For example, Rohit, age 24. Okay, now let me run this. Okay, now see here, name and age is the title, and data is Rohit and age 24. Okay, now I want to add one more row. I can give it like this. These all are datas, so I can give it within td tag. Okay, so it goes like this. Okay, So this is the way you can create your tables with the help of table tag and th for table header and tr for each row, table row, and td is for table data. Okay, fine. So this is about creating the tables. The next one we have is header, footer, and navigation links. Let's check out what is this. Okay. One second, let me include in this. I don't know whether it appears here because it's an online compiler. Let me put this in here in the notepad. Okay, one second. Okay, so I think there is some version problem is also there. Okay, let me come back to this later. These three tags you can keep it. I will come to this later. When we are going for CSS, let me clarify this. Okay, so maybe because of this HTML version, some of the browsers may not be supporting it. Okay, so I will come to that later. Then you have tags called multimedia tags. Here multimedia in the sense either you can go for audio or video. Okay, so I can include some audio files using this audio tag, and I can include some video files in my HTML page using some video tag. Okay, you just mention how do you do it for your image tag. Same way, image source you have mentioned, no, similarly you can mention audio source equal to the name of the audio file, and similarly video source equal to name of the video file. Okay, so let me download something from the web page, then you will be able to do it. So some sample audio file download. Okay, let me download this. I don't know what file it is. Okay, so this is the sound. So I am downloading this and I am putting it in. Okay, now let me download some sample video. Okay, this is a sample video. Yeah. Okay. Now let's try to include this here. After the image, I am going to put audio src equal to, let me see the file names. This is my mp3, so I'll put this as sample audio. Okay, and so my file name is sample audio.mp3. okay, and there is some attribute given here. You can see controls. Okay, if you want the controls to appear, then you can give this. Let's see without giving that. Let's see what happens. /audio. Okay, now I am going to run this file. ss2, right? I'll remove this unnecessary contents. I'll remove everything. I'll put only this ss. Here I need to close this tab. One second. Yeah. If you don't give controls, actually nothing is appear on the screen. Okay, when I give controls, it gets displayed here, and you can play using play button. Okay, so similarly, actually if you don't give controls also, it should start playing, but maybe some, it's not visible here. It's not visible. Okay, so you just give control, and you can try. Okay, then similarly you can do it for video file also. So what I'll do, instead of audio, I'll give video. Source equal to sample video dot mp4. Okay, and this is to be a video tag. Okay, now I need to find out where is that video file. I think it is in downloads. Yeah, this is my sample video file. So I'll cut this, I'll put it in desktop, and I'll rename this as sample video. Okay, now I'll go to this page. Okay, sample video, and I'll run this now. Okay, now this is my okay, and this is my video file. Okay, here also I am able to see the controls. Okay, so when the video gets appeared. Okay, so this is what this is how you can include your audio and video files. Okay, so let me remove these controls and check whether it appears or not. Okay, see here, now it appears without controls, so you can't do anything. It's not playing also. So without controls, the video file just displayed, okay, as an image. So you are not able to do anything with that, okay. So that is the purpose of having the controls here. So when I put controls, so you will get a control for this image, sorry, video, okay. Okay, fine. Now we are moving on to the next tags. Yeah, the next, how do you mention the comments in HTML? Okay, comments is something like how do you mention in your C or C++ program. In C program, you will mention the comments with double slash, right? So comments means that line will not get executed, okay. So here in HTML, how do you mention the comment? Less than, you should give exclamation symbol, okay. Give exclamation symbol, and then give the line of text, okay, and then you have to close with exclamation symbol and then hyphen hyphen, then you should close it with hyphen hyphen, then greater than symbol, okay. So this is the standard way of giving the comment in the HTML, okay. And these are all some of the attributes that you can use it with any of the HTML tags, this can be used with any tag, h1 tag, paragraph tag, or font tag, whatever it is, okay. So here some of the attributes given here: id, class, style, href, source I told you, no, source is the attribute for image tag, image, audio, video, and href is the attribute for anchor tag, okay. A href you are giving, right, something like that. So these are all the attributes that you can mention. One example given here is the paragraph tag, which is having id attribute, class attribute. These are all we'll see when we go into the CSS, okay, cascading style sheets. Then you have a tag attribute called style, style equal to color colon blue. So what it will do, it will just change the text color into blue, okay, nothing else, okay. And these are all some of the tags which doesn't have the closing tags, okay, self closing tags. These are all you can see in the some of the tags which you have implemented. I think I have deleted the image tag. So in the image tag, I didn't mention any closing tag, okay. I just give image source, the file name, that will work out, okay. You no need to mention slash image again, okay, no closing tag. Similarly for break also, for break, hr, these are all the tags which doesn't need any closing tags. And for input, we'll see in the next class. And yeah, these are all called self closing tags, okay, fine. So this is about a very basic tags which is available in HTML, okay. So to start with HTML, these are all the tags everyone will work on, okay. So beyond this, you will have something called HTML forms, where you are going to work on different input types. For example, in many of the web pages you might have seen some text box, text area, then list box, combo box, sliders. These are all the controls, okay. So for example, if you are creating a Gmail where you will be able to type your username, password, email ID, everything, so that is nothing but your text box, okay. How do I create the text box in my web page, okay. So that's what going to be seen in the next classes, coming classes, that is with the help of HTML forms, okay. So that we'll cover it in the upcoming sessions, okay. So I'll close the session for today, that is session 1, and we'll continue with this HTML session 2 with HTML forms, okay, in the next session, okay. Thank you.